What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. Let's get right to it. Our big fight with Providence. Man, trying to dodge his unblocker is... Oh my goodness. Alright, I might need to make a change here. He's doing it right in my face. I'm whiffing those dodges. Bro. Oh my goodness. Damn, dude. I can't get the dodge timing on that. Holy shit. Alright, this is gonna require some adjustment. I'm not even really getting a chance to get that off. Let's go reflex. And then beta trance. If I enter beta trance, that would be super helpful because I could just pump damage out. But yeah, this is rough. It's the perfect dodges. I can parry fine, but the perfect dodges here are very difficult. Like the double Raven fights were definitely a step up from everything else, and then this is on a whole new level. Oh god. I still can't dodge it. Oh, what is the dodge timing? Oh my god, I gotta shoot those down. Critical did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would.
Eve! I found a way! There's a hacking code on Iberus's memory stick.
Good night.
Lily, hide yourself!
Still had like a quarter of its health left.
Now, there's nothing stopping us.
Oh, it's like a super Taki mode. I got 2 minutes to kill it. Naytiba Taki Ultimate Overdrive! This is so fucking anime and hype. Oh my god.
Lily, are you all right? Eve! I thought I'd be left alone. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still not used to the new look. Still, I'll get used to it one day, right?
Yes, Lily. I'm sure you will.
It's like a new outfit, to be fair. Like,
too many things happened today.
Yes. And even more awaits us. Let's return to the tetrapod.
Making new memories. What's that? Making new memories ending. Okay, dope.
A starry night. Starlight. Twinkling, reflecting on satellites. Predicting the future. It's like trying to find one single star in the endless sky. I serve the future of mankind, though whether that future would embrace me, I cannot say. But for the sake of Father, I refuse to give up. The one who gave birth to me, taught me, the one who's no more. Yes, I must confirm if you are, in fact, that future.
Mother... Sphere?
Nice to meet you, Eve and Lily. You have more than met my expectations. The final decision was a bit disappointing, yes, but thank you.
What are you talking about?
This concludes the Eve Protocol.
Wait, so was the idea behind the Eve Protocol to find something to fuse with an Alpha Naytiba to begin with? And bring forth a new evolution to humanity?
Then farewell.
Wait! We have questions! Oh no!
Wait, weren't those more Eves?
There's too many Eve!
Lily, stay back. So this is your plan. Then I'll gladly play my part. Now, come, my comrades.
Mother Sphere, everything went planned according to the Eve Protocol. What? Why is it unidentified and then Raven? That's silly. Well, I'm guessing this is like a credit roll for the final battle, kind of like Devil May Cry 5. Damn. That was so good. Oh, man. I don't know if that's supposed to be like the hidden ending, but I like that ending a lot. I wasn't sure what was going to happen with the fusion, but that was super, super dope. We become Crazy Angel Eve. We have an insanely hard boss fight that was... I mean, there's still more moves to that fight I think I haven't seen. We have a sick finish there. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Just wild. So let's do like a quick review here. First thing is story. I really enjoyed this story, to be honest. I mean, I nailed the main plot point like halfway through, I think, quarter way through, something like that. But there were some good quests, or not quests. There's some good twists. I mean, I called that I thought there was something weird with Adam going on. I mean, I thought there was something weird with both Adam and whatever his name was, old guy, Coral? Oracle. Did not think Oracle was the Alpha Naytiba and Adam was the Elder Naytiba. Did not see that coming. So that was a pretty cool fake out on that. The overall story, big, kind of near Automata vibes, but it definitely feels a lot more like tightened up and neatly packaged, whereas I feel like near Automata there was a lot of, you know, there was a lot going on. It was a lot more big brain philosophy. This very much like put a bow on everything at the end, which, you know, it's a simpler story, but I like that, to be honest. But I like the concept of, you know, we're essentially androids and, you know, humanity involved to fight the androids, and it's a question of, you know, can we coexist, and that's what we opted for at the end. And then the showdown with the Mother Sphere, she shows up, drops all the Eve units, like, oh man, it cleaned up well. I also like how as we played through, we took the lore snippet approach to story. I'm a big fan of that, like finding little snippets of lore throughout the game, and those expand upon the story. And we had that meter that built up and built up and built up and eventually unlocked. I'm not 100%, but I'm guessing that if you don't have that meter, you don't know the truth. And I'm thinking that Adam probably wouldn't offer you the choice without it. This is all just a theory, obviously, but because there was clearly like something that was locked and then it became unlocked. And thinking back to that icon, it kind of matches up to what Mother Sphere looked like in her incarnated form. So I think this might be like the true ending, if you will, is, you know, you find out the truth and you opt to fuse, and this is how things play out. You know, the whole, the Eve protocol, you know, when is planned, blah, blah, blah. So, big fan of that ending. Talking about gameplay, I had a lot of fun. I will say that the combos at times, it felt like there was lots of different combos, but there was definitely a feeling of not being able to fully utilize all my combos. Like most of the time, if I had a big opening, or even if I didn't have a big opening, I was just going to try and go for like level 4 incursion or level 4 onslaught, just because I had the biggest bonuses attached to those. Those were the most damage. Fighting the weaker Naytibas, there were quite a few tier 3 combos I went for, but like the weaker stuff, like the tier 2 combos, just didn't really bother touching at all. And a lot of times it was just because I had to have, you know, I needed to be ready to get a parry off most of the time. So either I was going to cut my own combo short to commit to a parry, or I was going to overcommit and get smacked, which happened quite a bit. The gun, way bigger impact than I thought it was going to have. The gun was so incredibly clutch at a lot of times. The grenades I didn't really use all that much, but the pressure grenade and the knockdown grenade and the shield grenade, I do think those are pretty good. The mines, on the other hand, I feel those were largely pointless, to be honest. Same with kind of the laser, man. The laser was pretty disappointing. Like, it just, the time it takes to get a level 3 laser charge compared to the damage it does is not worth it, I feel. But the core combat felt good. Parries felt very tight. A lot of the perfect dodges towards the end there, I couldn't hit. I don't think that's an issue with the timing. I think it's just I wasn't sure what the timing was, and I was getting bodied instead. But parries felt fantastic. Like, the only other game that has parries that feel as good as this do to me would probably be Sekiro and actually God of War Ragnarok. Getting skill parries in God of War Ragnarok feels very good. It feels very tightly timed, and you know, very similar vibes here with hitting those timings, except, you know, obviously there were multi-parries, which is why I think the Sekiro comparison is more apt. You could really abuse the knockdown system, which I liked, you know, especially towards the end there. We were like going into a combo, follow up with the blade beam knockdown, into a combo, blade beam knockdown, into a combo, blade beam knockdown, into a combo, burst energy knockdown. And I was like, I'm not letting your ass get up. I'm doing as much damage as I can right now. So you do kind of have like the ability to almost bully a boss if you are rotating through your things appropriately, which I'm a fan of that. You know, I think that rewards timing and player skill and allows you to capitalize on it to do big damage. Oh, we can hold X and make the credits go faster. Let's do that in case there's a post-credit scene. On top of that, just like the general world exploration, like being able to climb on almost anything, the tight ledges, like the times where we kind of like finagled our way into areas that clearly weren't the intended path to get there. Big fan of that. I hate being like locked into boundaries. Besides the gameplay, visual design, game looked absolutely beautiful. You know, there were a couple of very minor moments where I noticed the balance mode getting a little goofy, mainly with the fence by the oasis. I think it just, you know, the AI couldn't quite figure out how to pull that off, how to get the fence with the water behind it. But otherwise, visuals were great for the entirety of the game. Eve obviously looked beautiful, all the different outfits and whatnot. Lots of fashion choices there. So I think the visuals were top notch, and the music very good. Music was this right now. I think for the music category of game of the year, it's between this and Rebirth for me. Because Rebirth had a lot of bangers, but music in this game was also absolutely phenomenal. I mean, honestly, I think the only real complaints I have would be let's see. Ammo, I think, should have just been picked up and stored and refilled the same way that consumables were. I'm not sure why it wasn't. Seemed like a missed opportunity. I think with extra upgrades, it would have been cool to get some kind of bonus for them. You know, even if it's minimal, you know, like anything after your skill tree is done, any other skill point just gives you like 1% overall stats or something, or 1% drone damage or something like that. That would have been nice, just so it's like, oh, well, these are all useless now. What else? I mean, that's really it. Like, there's very, very minor complaints. And I wouldn't even say complaints, it's more just areas where I see a clear area of improvement that could have been had. But I mean, this was phenomenal. This is an easy 5 out of 5. There's no question about it. This is probably going to end up, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this gets a Game of the Year nomination. Like, very, very good game. And honestly, incredibly impressive considering that, as I mentioned before, this is Shift Up's first real foray into the console space. And they come out and they drop a banger like this. Like, dude. It's just good. Tight combat, fun world to explore. I guess if we talk biome diversity, you know, there was like the wasteland and then the desert, a little bit of similarity there. But I think part of it is I was always like, even though that area, like the desert, for example, even though it was kind of big and open, there was so much to do in terms of like quests. Like everywhere I'd run, there was like a new quest that was popping up. You know, a new side quest that I already had, or a new quest to grab. So there were just things all over the map that I was going to. Because of that, I don't think it really gives the feel of like, oh, large open empty area. Like, yeah, it's large and kind of empty, but there's shit to do all over the place. So you're running all over. In terms of time played, I think we're pretty good. I think this is episode 48. I'm going to grab the other 2 endings, so we'll wrap right around 50 episodes probably. I might be able to fit the 2 endings into one, we'll see. But in terms of playtime, I want to say we'll probably clock in at like 35 hours, right around there, which is good, I think. Which once we get through this, I should be able to like hit load save and see. But honestly, lately I'm really enjoying games that are like more consumable like that, because I feel like so many, I mean, especially just coming off of Rebirth and Dogma, you know, a lot of games are going for this like, you know, 100 hours of content, not I don't need 100 hours of content with everything. Sometimes I need something that is shorter, more contained, and I can just kind of dig in and enjoy myself with it. But yeah, this was a phenomenal experience. We're absolutely going for the other two endings in next episode. She's got like little talons for feet. Almost feels like it's gonna do a second credit roll. Your journey continues on. I'm getting big, like, true ending vibes from this one. Hard mode unlocked. Start a new game to receive the Raven suit. Cool. So, 35 hours, almost exactly. Let me actually load that. Maybe I didn't have to do the save fuckery at all. Wonder what happens. That'd be nice if it just kept a save there so you don't even need to worry about backups. But I have a feeling this might throw me right into the boss fight again. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it was a good thing that I made the backup. Alright, well either way, let's wrap things up here. I'm gonna sit back through that cutscene, and then we will talk with Adam and see where things go.